All right, everybody, we're going to talk about today how to use the PreMed Finesse online forums. Sweet potato pie. It's real good, no lie. You know what I'm saying? So in short, forums are a way for people to communicate online and have a community that essentially caters to itself. You know, people create topics about things they want people to discuss, and other users will reply to those topics or create their own. And through this, a lot of information is spread. You know, a lot of game is passed. A lot of fun is had. A lot of, people and connections are made. You know, a lot of relationships are strengthened. And so I was inspired because I was on an online forum growing up for the majority of my younger life, 360waves.net forums, you know. I got my hat on now, but I got the waves under, don't worry. Keep brushing your blood. And it was a forum for pretty much people trying to get 360 waves, you know. And this a wave, it's a hairstyle for black men. And so essentially it was an online forum of black men, you know what I'm saying, talking about how to best help each other get better waves, you know. But also in that, they had a community talking about other things like, you know, fashion, just life in general. People would create stories. There was even a section, it was called the honey dips, right? And it was a section on love and relationships, you know. And so me being an impressionable young 6th grade to, high school black man, I learned a lot from other people sharing their stories about life in general. And about how to be successful, you know, and also importantly, how to get waves. And so in this situation, the idea is similar, except for the theme isn't about waves. It's about helping people get to medical school. And so everybody in there is going to be helping to do that. But at the same time, us being unique and being underrepresented in medicine, traversing through this medical landscape, we have a lot of experiences in life, you know, that we could benefit just by sharing each other, just completely unrelated to medicine, you know, just because of where we are and what we do. And also just, anybody can learn from anybody, you know. So it's very helpful to share more of our perspectives so we can just be more effective in life, you know. So I think I'm recording my screen now. I've never done this before, not even a test run, you know, not the most effective way. But to be honest, that's sometimes how it works. You have to go try things and hope they work. And if they don't, you know what to do next time. But sometimes they work out. Pouring that bubbly pineapple flavor. All right, this right here is the logo. As you can see, PreMed Finesse Forums. Actually, all right, I know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's the logo. You know what I'm saying? You would scroll down if you're on the computer. This is if you're actually going to forums.premedfinesse.com. PREMEDFINESSE.com. So I'm scrolling down. As you can see here, we have forums, Shopbox, PMF, blogs and articles. We're going to ignore blogs and articles because I don't even really know what to do about that. I think blogs are you can create your own blog on the forums and have your own post and update it for all members. Articles, really know what that's about, so we're going to skip that. What we do see is the Shopbox button. It's important, so we're just going to click that. And it's going to open up the thread that we have called the Shopbox. And essentially, this is where people just talk about anything at any point. You can see who's online. Typically, on Sunday nights, we have Finesse Happy Hour, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, where people just all log on to the forums at once, which is pretty cool. But the real idea of the forum is that people just log on intermittently throughout the day, you know, every day. You know, people just have conversations with each other. So we get on the forums right here. We have PreMed Finesse, PMF Q&A. So this page is actually available to people who don't have an account and are people who are guests, and you can just ask a question about getting to medical school or anything in their journey, and people on the website will be able to help. Like right now, somebody had made something about studying for the MCAT. We'll just go to this. Somebody asked Equity 15. I'm going to start studying for MCAT in May. I would really appreciate hearing tips and plans for this. How was the experience for you? What worked best and what was an L? How did you break up content review? What resources did you use? Do you have your own studying plan? Etc. Look, that's a crazy question. That's a lot of stuff, or a lot of shit to answer at one time. But even then, I actually wrote down a very detailed response on kind of like my MCAT journey, which you can kind of see here. So it's one thing to look at. Q&A. Resources we have here. This is a place where it's still kind of under construction, but we have uploaded resources that may be useful to people trying to get to medical school. One of them is my own website, PreMedFinesse.com. It's just like one-on-one, pretty much consulting sessions on how to help you through the process, navigate it as well. Here we have a forum. It's called Black Man MD. My boy Dr. Christelle, my boy from Miami Hurricane. He has his own. Whoa there. I'm not authorized. It's because I'm not signed. I'm not signed in. How am I not signed in? But I click resources, Black Man MD, and it pulls up my boy's information. He has a blog pretty much talking about his journey through medical school into being a resident pediatrician right now. There's actually a part where he has done several spotlights for people who are pre-med, doctors, medical students. I even have my own up there. And he has his own page called Med School 101, just talking about how to get to med school. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Christelle. Speed this up. Then we have the Finesse Lounge. We have the PreMed Finesse Lounge, which is anything dealing with, being a pre-med student. You have any questions about classes you take, the MCAT, the Money Cat, as I call it, extracurriculars, any just dealing with the pre-med life. People talking about how to succeed in organic chemistry, too. I didn't answer that because, I wasn't the best at that at all, but somebody who actually was good at Orgo commented into that forum and gave some valuable advice. We had the Med Finesse Lounge, which is for medical students. Somebody's talking about studying how to study for anatomy, stuff like that. Step 1, Step 2, CSTK. Then we had the Physician Finesse Lounge, which is for physicians, for actual doctors, and for anything they're dealing with their career. Which I'll be joining soon. Going to be joining in my last year of my MD MBA, so that's exciting, but not there yet. Then we have Life Outside of Medicine, which is cool because it's just aspects of our lives just not dealing with medicine, because we're just more than future physicians and physicians. One section, the first one at the top, is money, because we need to be cognizant of our financial well-being and success. Somebody made a thread talking about side hustles as a medical student. That's pretty valuable information. We have a forum called Medicine, which is just another thing about talking about medicine, because we just never enough medicine. I actually created a forum in there talking about mindfulness, and actually has some guided practices in there. Just check it out. Next one is about love and romance. PRN as needed. Somebody had made a thread talking about dating in medical school. These are very interesting topics that we should discuss more about. Arts. Somebody made a thread on music, talking about some things they're listening to. Like right now, that My Turn by Lil Baby, even the deluxe, that's a classic in the city already. News. Made a thread about the election. I said it's probably going to be Bernie that will win, and that was a few months ago, and that was clearly incorrect, So the forum, the cool thing is it stands the test of time. People can have forums and threads that they've created years ago that people can still look back and check, easily search. So I think that's a very good advantage. Off topic is another forum section where it's just anything you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's also where the shot box is located, as you can see here. Somebody made a thread about social distancing, summer reads, what shows people are watching, all the good stuff. Down here you see who's online. It's 3:51 in the morning right now, so there's only one person online. That's me. But when other people are online, you can see them here. This right here is the Finesse Network. It's only available to members of the Finesse Network. Just have any questions about that, just hit me up. It's a network created for, URM, or underrepresented medicine individuals. So pretty good there. And yeah, that's the forum in short. Let me see something that was good. Oh, let me just to show you how we doing it. Not the medicine. Let's go to love and relationship, love and romance. That's what it's called, love and romance. It's difference. Um, Medical pickup lines. Just to show you how we do it. I created this trying to get people to say some jokes. I'm gonna start with what somebody else said, and then I'm gonna say what I said. You tell me what you think. Somebody was like, "Oh goodness." They didn't get credit for it. They said somebody else made it. But do you have a lesion on your left PPRF? Because you've been looking right all day. That's kind of hard though. It's kind of hard. It's a medical school joke. But also like extra nerdy. Somebody said, "Oh goodness, are you an appendix? Are you my appendix? Because I have a gut feeling I should take you out." All right, not bad. I was trying to pop it off, There's some slight game, I don't have my stethoscope, but I was like, "Oh, can I listen to your heart?" Pull out the stethoscope, put it in, and I listen to the heart, put it up, do 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 do. You gotta look real serious, and they like, "Oh," I take it out. They're like, "What do you hear?" I'm be like, "Damn, it sound like you fine as hell, ooh," or something silly, or you heartless, I'm working on it. But it's the forums, thank you for watching. Spread the word, what I'm saying? We're trying to have this popping. This is our way to really help one another get better. And I forgot to mention the most important thing about the forums is that when you create an account, it's anonymous. We strongly discourage people writing their names or giving their personal information that can identify themselves. And so you can really talk about these situations and experience you have truly, honestly, and vulnerably, because you don't have to worry about nobody knowing who you are. Kind of fostering very fruitful discussions. The values for PreMed Finesse are positivity, empowerment, altruism, community, and enlightenment. Their acronym spells peace. But that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to help change the narrative, get more people like us into medical school, into the medical field, and just inspire people to do the same and just achieve their own dreams and goals. This hustle, this grind in medicine, it's difficult, but everybody has a grind in their own life. And our way of accomplishing this is more than medicine. It's very inspiring to other people in all fields, and to even be able to take care of people in that way. It's something that we should be very humbled and honored to be able to deal with. And it's important that we are able to take off our mask, and just be vulnerable with each other and take care of ourselves, because you can't really take care of anybody if you're not taking care of yourself. So this is our outlet. What I'm saying, stress relief, chilling community. Just to make it easier for people that's coming after us, and to make it better for us while we're here. What I'm saying? The little punchline that's for URM by URM, what I'm saying? Almost like FUBU, but firm burn. But yeah, thank you. This video is long, but yeah, shout out. Let's go Canes. Fight on. All of that. What I'm saying? Thank you for watching. For future underrepresented medicine physicians, PreMed Finesse provides personalized one-on-one coaching, motivation, and a network comprised of people who look like you before med school, in med school, and in the field. Please join our online forums for URM by URM. Let's get this money.